Okay, we're going to look at finding these two skew lines as parallel lines, and then the several things we can do from there. In this particular one here, we're looking for the shortest perpendicular distance. But as we know, we can do several other things once we get them as two parallel lines. We start off by taking a horizontal line from one of the points and then going parallel to the other line. So if we decide to go horizontal from B, and from A we're going to go parallel to CD. So that comes down there like that. Now, that gives us our infamous point M, and we'll drop that down to plan. Now because we've travelled from B, we have to travel from B again. That will be our horizontal line coming down here. We travelled from A parallel to CD, so we're going to travel from A parallel to CD again, and that's going to give me my point down here. So CD is parallel to AM in the same way as CD is parallel to AM. That means that these two lines are truly parallel. If they're truly parallel, they will appear parallel in every view, and that's basically what we're working on here. Now, because BM is horizontal in elevation, when I join B to M here, that is a horizontal line. That is the true direction of a horizontal line in plan. It's also a true length, and I'm going to extend that out here, and I'm going to set up an auxiliary view looking along that line. That makes that line there a point view. So if I set up my x1, y1 across here, and if I then bring out parallel to that A, C and D, I'll bring out those 4 points out there. Now the height of B is quite low, so it's there. Okay, I step the height for B up here. The height of D is stepped up here. The height of C is quite close to the top, so I follow C out quite close to the top. And the height of A is just below that, so the height of A is there. Now those two lines will now be parallel. A joins to B, and C joins to D, and there's my two lines perfectly parallel. Now if I'm dealing with the shortest perpendicular distance, I'm going to look along that direction there at right angles to those two lines, and I will wind up with my two lines crossing over up here. So I would take my next auxiliary elevation in that direction there. However, I'm not going to do that today. I just want to show that we've got our two lines parallel. If we're dealing with mining geometry, when I've got my two skew lines in elevation and plan, I proceed and do exactly the same construction, and this here is the thickness of my stratum. This angle here, that angle there, forgive my poor drawing guys, but I'm working with a mouse, that angle there is my dip angle, and this angle here, which I'll indicate with a vertical and a horizontal line, my little arrow up there, and my north up there. That angle there is my strike angle. Okay, I presume you'll be able to indicate it slightly better than me. Hope that was a help.